Oh, hi everyone. This is take 3 of this video. The first one, let's just say the first video was split up in two and I wanted to make it shorter. I talk too much. So this is episode 17, I think, of my old reviews of old movies. This movie is not really that old. It was released in 19, no, it released in 2016. It's just that the movie is set in 1961. It's set. It's based on a lot of things. It's actually based on a book by the same name. The movie is basically written based on a book of the same name. So before I get into it, it's called Hidden Figures. Wonderful movie. I've personally seen it myself. All the movies I have on here, I've seen it myself. So some of them I have seen about a long time ago, and I haven't seen. I have just seen this. I have seen. I haven't seen it this year, but I think I've seen it last year. Excuse me, I'm itchy. Okay, so the rating are on this movie from IMDb is a 7.8 out of 10, and for Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 93. Um, it's a really good movie. So, like I said, the movie is released in 2016. It was released on December 10th, 2016, but it was released on Christmas Day in the United States. So, on December 10th, 2026, it was released for SVA theaters. I'm going to find out what that is. I have to click on it. And then in the United States, it was released on Christmas Day. I actually didn't see it in the movie theaters, so I went nope. Um, it follows the workers at NASA in 1961. It follows basically three women. Their names are Catherine Grobel, Mary Jackson, and Dorothy Vaughan. Um, Back then, there were computers. There were black women who knew mathematician. So, but due to segregation, you know, whites and blacks didn't mingle, and if they did, the whites were above. I'm not saying that because I'm black, but that's like history. Um, and it's shot at NASA. In 1961, NASA was trying the space race and everything. Uh, um, but Catherine Gold, recently she got um, they got recognized when this movie came out because they were unrecognized for years, and they were very fantastic women because the basically we wouldn't there would be no moon landing without them, to my opinion. The guy circling the earth, he trusted Catherine Gerbil for literally the his life. Because you have to also remember at that time they was working on the computer, and the computer was a massive thing. They even show you the first computer. That sucker was the whole freaking floor. And with the computer, the girls were going to be, incomplete. So I like each of them. Uh, as we know, Kathy Goebel. Well, she later became Kathy Goebel Johnson because she remarried after a while after her husband died. Um, she was a brilliant mathematician. She stayed in NASA for she had a 33-year career in NASA, even after the computer, you know, kaput. Uh, or in Spanish, muerte. Mary Jackson, she's also someone her own right. She became an engineer. but she had to fight for that. And Dorothy Vaughan, smart too, she learned how to work that computer. You have to. I'm not trying to give out the whole movie, but if you want to know what they did, and watch the movie. It's a brilliant movie, and it shows how segregation was like back then. Um, there's one scene Kathleen Vaughn, which is played by Taraji P Henson. She says to them, um, he it has Kevin Costner in it. She's working in his division as a mathematician. He asks is where she has been because back then there's segregation everywhere. She was in a building she couldn't even use the bathroom. So she had to walk a mile just to go relieve herself. That's what she says in it. He says, "Where have you been?" She said, I have to go to the bathroom." It takes you, I forget how long he said. That's long to go to the bathroom. And it was raining, so she's wet. She's frustrated. So she finally tells him. She says, "There's no bathrooms for me here." He said, "What do you mean?" She says, "There are no colors bathrooms for me." She says, "I can't use the bathroom here." Um, and then she lets off saying that to them, you, they, they got upset with her because she drank out of their coffee cups. Oh no, a black woman drank out of a coffee cup. Oh, no. So anyway, she says to them that she she's drinking out of a coffee cup that none of them wants to touch. She said, "Forgive me to having to relieve myself. There are no bathrooms here for me to use. I have to walk a mile to Timbuktu to relieve myself." And then she went on about the dress code and how they don't pay the colors enough. They wanted them to have a string of pearls. She said, "You don't pay us enough so we can buy a string of pearls." So she's like, "Forgive me if I have to relieve myself for a day." And then after that scene, it shows Kevin Costner's character breaking down the signs of everywhere. He says there's no color. We all pee the same. We all pee the same color. So he basically tells everybody that he tells her if she gonna relieve herself, please relieve herself closer to the where she works. So that ended segregation at NASA. And my other favorite scene is with let me tell you, Taraji P Henson plays Catherine Goble Johnson. Octavia Spencer plays Dorothy Vaughn. Janelle Monáe plays Mary Jackson. Kevin Costner plays Al Harrison, the director of Space Task Group. And then Kristen Dunst, she plays Vivian Mitchell, the supervisor. She's the white supervisor of the white computers, but she oversees the black computers. Okay, so there is a scene with Janelle Monáe, who plays Mary Jackson, and a Jewish guy, because he wants she works there as a mathematician with that engineer. He says she has a brilliant mind. She should be an engineer. She says that's impossible. He said he talked about his own Jewish heritage. He says does she says that I think that she says that's good because you're a white man. I am a black and I'm female. I have that against me. He says to her, if you were a white male, would you go for your engineer? She says to him, I wouldn't have to go for my engineer. I would be an engineer already. And then there's a scene with Octavia Spencer and Kirsten Dunst. This is after the scene I told you with Taraji P. Henson and Kevin Costner. Uh, so Dorothy is in the bathroom and confronts Vivian. Vivian tells him she's not racist. Dorothy says, "You just think you're not. You are, but it's okay." So I'm gonna stop here because this is 10 minutes and 31 seconds. I don't want to make it any longer because my phone was split this in two. So I am going to say goodbye and stay tuned because I think I have another one. I hope you enjoy this. If you don't, please leave me a comment and I will stop doing it.